Hello everyone, welcome to the Minneapolis Northwestern N-Scale Model Railroad layout. This project has been going on for, I started in year 2015, so 5.5 years I've been working on this layout, and I've been doing other projects and things. I spent a lot of time off the layout working on other projects like the Union Station project and the rebuild now. So I'm trying to get back into working on the layout and finally getting some things done. One thing, recent project, if you can see this, I've got a new control panel going on to the layout here, a new control panel. And it's been designed like a box that I can open and get at all the wiring for maintenance and repairs if need be. So it's designed to be accessible, which is much better than the current panels I've got under the layout right now. And I think I might have to subtitle this episode as Confessions of a Model Railroader. My layout is pretty scary when it comes to wiring. I don't think, so that's going to be part of the projects here. I'm going to put on the new panel and going to replace this old panel here and the little panel here, and they're going to be incorporated into one big panel, control both sides of the layout, the lower deck. So that's going to be our project. So hope you enjoy following along and see what we do here to fix this mess. The layout room has gotten to be quite messy, a little embarrassing, so bear with me. Okay, this is the existing control panel. It's served me well for the last 5 years, but it's a bit inadequate. Yeah, I got another little panel over here to control some of the tracks on this side of the layout. And tell you the truth, I don't know what these things do. I never did finish marking it. If I bump one of these switches, I'm not sure which one I bumped and what I need to do to fix it. So I've just been riding on luck here to figure out how this thing works. So this panel and the little one on the other side will be replaced. I'm going to take down this little monitor here, and the new panel will go right on the fascia there. So it's a little narrow between here. Originally, when I laid out all the plans, my well thought out plans, I was a dope and I mismeasured the overall length of the room, and I came up 6 inches short. Imagine that. So I had to redesign the layout, all this area over here and on the upper deck as well. That's yet to come, but what I ended up with was only about 23 inches between two halves of the layout. And when I sit here, I'm often moving about here, and if I reach anything or whatever, I tend to bump these switches from time to time, and same thing over here. So that should help a lot to just put one big panel straight across the front here, and I may not be so likely to be bumping into these things. Trying to get my big self in here between this little tiny aisle. So that's where the new panel is going, and like I said, it's kind of scary. Underneath the train board, oh no, all these connections go from this panel, which is just sort of screwed onto the front of the layout. They all come out from underneath and go to a big connector plate underneath the layout. Ugh, it's scary under there. And after 5.5 years of working on the layout, all the wiring and so forth has gotten to be kind of a mess. It started out innocently enough, but as more connections were made, the mess got bigger and bigger and bigger and scarier and more embarrassing. So we're going to dive into this here in a few minutes and take a look at what we're dealing with. And again, it's kind of scary. Okay, it's time to have a look underneath. Oh, it's so scary. It's embarrassing. Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Shame. Shame.
Oh boy. This is the connector plate underneath my whole layout. This is where it all comes out of the control panel. Oh no. And it comes into here into the connector plate. Oh no, this goes out. Oh my. It goes out onto the rest of the layout here, and you can see, oh my gosh, it's just such a tangled mess here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what have I done, what have I done, what have I done, what have I done, oh, what am I going to do? Well, we're going to straighten up this mess, that's what we're going to do. So, if you're disappointed in your wiring and you're wishing you had made such a mess on your layout, well, follow along here. Don't lose hope. We'll find a way out of this mess. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to start by removing the old control panel so you've served us well. So here we go. We're going to start taking out the screws. This whole thing has just been kind of screwed right onto the front of the layout. As you can see, there are some rather awkward connections here in the front that never really were cleaned up. They work, but they were never really cleaned up to look nice and neat. And the old panel is coming off. There were some things on this panel that never worked to begin with, so just as well to get all that stuff out of there. There's some wiring down there that I had hoped I would be able to use this as a selector for turnouts and then push button to actuate the turnouts, but it never worked. So sort of not very useful stuff in there. So we're going to pull off the old panel. Here it comes. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to lobotomize my layout by removing the control panel, which is at the heart of this mess. Oh no. So, got my trusty screwdriver, and here we go. Oh my gosh, that was quite a chore. There are a few more connections to break here. The way this was set up, I had these yellow wires running over to the little panel on the other side over there as power feeders, and those need to come down as well, and that'll be the last connection to this old panel. What a mess. What a mess. Oh my gosh, what a mess. How did I do this? And next on the list is to take out this little control panel over here. This one won't be quite as scary, so here goes. Okay, got the new board mounted here. It's got a little bit of a spring to it here. I think just because I've packed so many wires in here. And it's been mounted, and I've noticed in the process of mounting this, I got one wire that came loose here, so I'm gonna fix that. So that's, at least that's easy to fix, because I can raise this open and see all our connections here. Everything should be really easy. Now, going from here to the track, all of these lower connection points are all going out to the track. I've got turnout motors here. I've got all the separate blocks. I've got power coming in about here. These are going to be my new volt amp meters to show me some little performance levels from the power packs. So, but one thing to fix here, well, I can see another thing to fix here too, just from all the rough handling to get these things together. But again, it's a nice, easy location where I can just work at it right up front here. I don't have to try to crawl under the table to look at connections. One thing you don't see me doing in this video is running up and down the stairs looking for tools or things I can't find or I've forgotten. So it's back downstairs again to get the soldering iron to fix this little piece, and the screwdriver I already got handy, but this little one wire came loose. It's such a tiny wire. It's hard to get this stuff to stay tight in there because it's easy to have it fall out because it's just small wire. So we've got the panel mounted here, and got one wire to fix, so it shouldn't be too bad, and that looks very nice to me. Okay, well, got a lot done today. Took out the old panels and mounted the new panel, and I think the next phase in this project is just to gut all the wiring underneath the train table here. Get it all out of here. Had enough. So that's what we're going to do on the next video, is take out all the wiring. And this one's gotten a little bit long. I'd like to keep the videos kind of short so they don't get too long. So anyway, but thanks for coming along. Thanks for staying. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday. Safe, happy 4th of July. Hope you're all staying safe from the virus and all. Well, next time on the monthly video journal, we're going to do a little more work, and we're going to get rid of all this stuff under the layout. So I hope I don't have too many more scary things to find. So thanks for watching, and thanks so much for all the subscribers and viewers and your support and everything. It's just all makes me feel so hunky-dory. So I'll try to get more updates on the Union Station going here too. Got lots of projects I'm working on. I know a lot of you keep asking questions about, well, where's the Union Station? What about that? Well, I'll do my best to try to keep things updated here, both on the layout and projects that are going on downstairs at my little work table. So until then, until next time, be safe. Talk to y'all later.